so good to be back. What's going on, y'all? What's happening? Hello, peace, be one. Oh my gosh. It's been a minute, I know. Peace to the chat, peace to King Link in the track. I see you moderated, my name. Always on point, always on time. Okay. I know it's been a minute. I'm back. No. Been a week too long. About 2 weeks too long. I do apologize. I know. Put the P-Miles down. It's been 5 minutes. Relax. King Leak, relax. We here with it. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. You're watching this on the playback. You all appreciate it. Okay. I know it's been a minute. I do apologize. Nothing I can say. Actually, there's something I can say. Y'all know my family get here. Y'all know I get around my family. I be getting distracted. Not really distracted. Just I be trying to stay in the moment. I be trying to stay off the net and stuff like that. And I'm here. Okay. So yeah, family's in town. They've been here for a little while now. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Back. So yeah, I do apologize though that I have not been here, but I'm back. Oh yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about. The good thing about waiting so long to go live is that you got a lot of things you can cover, because it's been so long. And also a lot of things you don't really get to because, it's been so long, and at this point, who cares? It is what it is. But yeah, reminds me of my ex. Oh, I hope your ex is fine. Your ex better be popping. Talking about remind you of your ex. What you talking about? Hello, Marcus Moore. What's up? Isaiah, how you doing? That's easy. Where you been? Thank you. I know. I've been at the crib. I ain't even been away. I've been at the crib with the fam. That's it. That's it. That's all. I still love you, but I love your natural self more. Oh, respectfully. Here we go. Already seen those comments coming. Y'all, yes, it's not mine. I still look good. That's all that matters. All right. Gotta get my natural hair break. I did just have some braids, and actually, that's the picture I got up on here, but I didn't even go live while I had them braids. I only had them for like 3 weeks, and I got taxed for them. Damn, sick of this shit. People tax on these damn hair. It's egregious. I'll urge everything in between. But look, baby, we gonna rock with it. We ain't for a second. Cause your girl need a break. Nobody trying to do the hair every day. Okay, it's a lot. And yeah, just want to switch it up. We love a diverse queen, don't we? We love to see it. Anyways, we do have a lot of things. A couple things to talk about. What's up to the chat? Peace, y'all. Peace, 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 peace. Where Mara put me on with your streams. Where Mara? She put me on with your streams. Travis Suggs. Amira, my sister. How you know my sister? They used to work together. How you know my sister? I'm wait. She put you on my streams. That's funny though. I appreciate you tuning in, Brian. You appreciate it. I appreciate you. Okay, a couple things to talk about. Do I want to start with they clone Tyrone? I was thinking about doing a review on that, but I don't think I really want to do a whole video review on it. I did like the movie though. Should I want to start with that, or should I start with Carlee Rusell? Because I meant to be talking about her as well. Even though Carlee Rusell, the whole thing is kind of past at this point. I will say, matter of fact, I do Carlee Rusell just because I ain't got to do too much on hers. Carlee Rusell, I will say, I was already, my antennas was up, but she said she seen a white baby on the side of the road. Anybody else seen it, baby? The antennas was up. Y'all know usually stuff like this I would support and get behind. I didn't repost no damn search, I think I might have, like the initial post when they said she was, before details came out, I think I might have shared that one, but after details started coming out, I immediately got suspicious. That's why I ain't say nothing about it. I wasn't rushing to go live, rushing to make no videos. Some people go support. I see people that make support. Shout out to Queen Leora. She's this girl that do hair. She made a whole video talking about, people how I need to go support her and all some stuff because she's in the same area or something like that. So yeah, a lot of people was getting support. And I just was a little suspicious, and the party was like, ain't no way in the hell that she's lying about this. Like, I really hope there's no way that she would lie about something like this. But I'm like, yo, this is hella suspicious. You seen a white baby on the side of the road. You the only person that seen it. You the only person. That right there alone, that detail right there alone, a white baby, a baby period, but a white baby, you the only person reported. Suspicious already. That's why I didn't say nothing about it. So yeah, but it already came out. She was lying, of course. She was at a hotel, got some snacks, trying to get her boyfriend's attention, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, she was lying. At this point, they have arrested her. They did charge her. You can't really charge somebody for, I guess, like I think faking your death is a charge. I want to say that's a charge, but faking being a missing person is not a charge necessarily. That's not something they have an actual law for. And so, but they have arrested her off some petty misdemeanors that she did do. They could get her on, which was let me see. One for lying to the police investigators, and then the other one is for falsely reporting seeing a toddler on the interstate when she initially called 911. So they have arrested her for those. And I see a lot of people like, oh no, she does. She need to do time. Like, this is ridiculous that you wasted all their resources and you know, it's like on one hand I do get it because girl, it is too many black women that's actually missing, that actually do need that sort of spotlight, need that sort of support. And resources to be found for you to be out here wasting that shit, especially as a black woman. All right, it's just hella irresponsible, hella careless, hella like. I mean, it's just it's egregious, okay, to say the least. So I do understand that point. You know, she should be held accountable. However, you know, we are in America, okay, where white women have been doing this for damn near centuries at this point. They have been doing this for years. So yeah, you know, where the fuck was the energy for that? You know, Emmett Till accuser died on her damn comfortable ass bed. Okay, not in a jail cell, locked the fuck up where she should have been. All right, where was the energy for her and for the lawmakers to push the, you know, and that's the article I got up. Lawmakers is working to create a new felony, following Carlee Russell arrest. Where the fuck was the energy when she was lying about Emmett Till? When she found out she was lying about Emmett Till. I'm just saying, okay, white women have been repeatedly doing this for years. Okay, maybe not this exact situation, it's important that they're trying to tell themselves go missing, but nigga, egregious lies, to say the least, that affect other people's lives, that have caused deaths and jail time for other people. So I'm just saying, you know, I'm not about to sit here and get on the gravy train. Oh yeah, lock her up. When we still been white women sliding for the last I don't know how many years. Like, I'm not about to. Not me personally. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. I'm just not about to be the one to hop on the gravy train talking about lock her up. She need to go to jail, buried. I'm not about to do that. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. There's too many of them. Too many white women and non-black women that has got away with this shit. I'm sorry. Or some stuff similarly to this. I'm not gonna be the one. You be the one, but it won't be me. So yeah, but they are trying to, let me just read a little bit of this article. Some argue since her conducted kidnapping caused Hoover to waste some of these resources to search for her when she was not missing, law should be strengthened. There are a couple lawmakers already working on legislation present, and yeah, it should be strengthened. There should be. I do agree with that. I mean, I don't think she should be charged with the laws as made afterwards. Of course, I don't think she could be, but yeah, there should be a law because this is ridiculous. And there's no way somebody should be able to get away with this and just be like and get off scot-free after people have wasted their time, energy, and resources, money. I think they had like a GoFundMe or something like that too. That people was that they had for her. It's no way people should be wasting all of this on somebody who's doing this for attention or for some other dumbass reason. I'm sorry. It's just I'm sorry. There's no way. There's no way. I'm sorry. Yeah, but there also, I will say, double down on that, there should be harsher consequences for the anti-black racists that do this. Okay. But yeah, either way, there should be a law. Let me see. There are a couple of lawmakers already working on legislation. Hoover City Council plans that to present a resolution demanding accountability. It seems reasonable to me that the crime that rises to the level of what we saw Miss Rusell, that the crime she's charged with, where she was alleged to that she was a victim of a felony and turned out to be a hoax. Perhaps she just needs to be charged and prosecuted as a felon. What did they charge Jussie Smollett with? Didn't they charge him with something? What did they charge him with? Defense attorney Eric Guster doubted Russell's story from the very beginning. However, he's worried making all lies to law enforcement a felony. And Alabama could over-criminalize the behavior. The behavior in lesser cases. Yeah, that's true too, especially for black people. That is true too, especially for black people, because they're gonna try to say black people lying. You know what I'm saying? They love a reason not to believe black people. So yeah, you have to remember she's facing 2 years in jail with these sentences are run consecutively, which is a very long time. I mean, during COVID, people did not want to stay in their house for 10 days, let alone 2 years. That's quite a sentence. Yeah, for lying. I mean, yeah. But you kind of simplifying it though. Like she ain't just lied. Not like she lied to her parents. lied to her boyfriend. Nigga, you lied to the whole damn country. I destroyed. You had the whole country thinking your stupid ass was missing. I'm sorry. And you know what? I gotta, because some of the people trying to excuse this shit like, it was mental health and there has to be a bigger reason why she would do something. I mean, maybe. Like I said, that's the treatment they would give a white woman. So maybe. But also, baby, like to do something this planned out, like maybe there is something wrong with her. Maybe. I'm not gonna scratch out that possible. Maybe there is something seriously wrong with this lady. Maybe. And maybe they need to get her checked out to find that out. But also, it's like I'm not about to sit here and get on the sympathy train either for this woman, because this is some stupid. This was just dumb. I'm sorry. This was such a waste of time and energy. It was just no. It'd be one thing if she had wanted kind of maybe got some spotlight on the news, the local news, some of her neighbors and family friends looking for it. But this shit got international attention. International attention. You got your mama up there crying, which I don't know if the family had anything to do with the parents, nothing like that. I think they still trying to figure that out. I think I heard one of the police say one of the police chiefs, when they was talking about it, said that the family seemed like they was innocent or something like that. Or they being real cooperative with the police, so they may have not have anything to do with it. But baby, you got your family up there speaking on your behalf. I mean, it's just, baby, it was a lie. That was a whole lie. Okay, that was a big ass lie. Okay, you're not just a boy that cried wolf. You a boy, a girl that cried the wolf pack. Like literally, like it was a lie. Okay, so simplified is just going to jail for a lie. It's like, baby, no, that was a whole ass hoax. It's a lie. Lying to law enforcement is a misdemeanor in most states. Fibbing to federal agents like FBI crimes and sentence up to 5 years time bars. Damn. Position partnership raises to 8 if you lie about terrorism. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know if she gonna get no jail time. She might not, especially if they go to mental health route way, something wrong with her, something like that. She might not get no time. Just being real. She really might not get no time. We'll see. We'll see how that unfolds. It's still kind of what you call it. Her mugshot look crazy as hell. Did I show her mugshot on it? Her mugshot look a little wild. Did I show it? Nah, I ain't show it. Hold on, let me try to show you. I got a link to it. She's smiling. She is not even kind of. She's smiling in the damn screenshot, which is odd. Just makes it look even worse. I'm just saying. It don't even look like she feel guilty about it. It's like, damn, okay, all right. Now we supposed to have any sympathy for you up here smiling the goddamn screenshot. I mean, the what you call it? Then you're acting like this is like you getting arrested for something petty. Baby girl, you literally caused the whole hoax. Like, that's crazy. And like I said, as a black woman, it's even more irresponsible. That's just outrageous. Everything between. But yeah, we'll see how that unfolds. Again, we shall see. We shall see. I think he got a fine. Jesse Smollett got a fine. Jesse got 150 days in jail. I was about to say, I know he served some sort of jail time. I remember him in jail. 150 days in jail and a $120,000 fine. Jeez. And a $25,000 fine. But I didn't care if he served any time. Okay, gotcha. Okay, but he did spend a little bit of time in jail. 150 days in jail. But damn, he had to pay a lot of damn money. $120,000? Sheesh. And $25,000? Sheesh. That's $145,000. Egregious. I don't know if they're going to make her pay that much. She's a celebrity. Yeah, they can see his net worth. They reach in his pockets. But she's not. So I don't know if they're going to reach her pockets like that. I know they're going to charge her. If they do give her a fine, I don't think it's going to be that hefty. But, I mean, a fine will work too, though. Maybe some community service. I don't know, something like that. Make her ass go to a damn, on black women missing. Something like that. I don't know, something productive. But that's egregious, like, for real. Her boyfriend, shout out to her ex-boyfriend was getting a lot of attention, too. Apparently, he was getting a whole lot of DMs and stuff like that. So, shout out to that brother. He's a good-looking brother, too. Shout out to him. Yeah, he was getting a lot of DMs and stuff like that, as he should. Okay, because this woman is outrageous, egregious in between. Although I will say, it was a little questionable. I mean, I know sisters is reaching out, but I'm a little skeptical of him too, because I'm like, you was with a woman who did some wild ass shit. I'm side out him a little bit. Like, bro, you was really with a woman who did some crazy shit. I mean, I'm just saying, people who do stuff like this probably do little, smaller, crazy. It was like other smaller, crazy situations she probably did as well. I'm just saying, you was with this lady for how long? Really? Side out of him just a little bit, okay. I wouldn't shoot my shot. Okay, I'm just saying, be careful, ladies, who out there trying to shoot your shot at this brother. I'm just saying, because that's kind of crazy to be with a woman that's like that. That's a little egregious. Because he got fined because he went to the subway at 3 in the morning. He got fined because he went to the subway at 3 in the morning. That's a fine, really? I guess. Why is that a fine? I don't know. Whatever. Just smell a bit bad. Whatever. They cloned Tyrone. I did watch that recently. I enjoyed They Cloned Tyrone. It was a very good film. Had a lot of messages in it. I watched a couple people breakdowns of it recently, or like yesterday. What did I watch? I think that was yesterday. I watched this dude. He has this channel called Black Magic, and he had, what's the dude name up there? It was like the Arc. What's his name? It was something, the Arc Degree. I think that was his name, something like that. But he did like a esoteric kind of metaphysical breakdown on it. I really like his perspective. He made some really good points. I seen a couple other people's. I want to say I watched like 3 reviews of it. Maybe like 2 or 3. It might have been like 2. I watched full out actually. I just watched a little bit of Professor Griff's. He was on live a little bit. I watched a little bit of his, like 10-15 minutes of his. And I think somebody else's. I forget. I want to say it was somebody else's I watched a little bit of too. But no, I'm just joking. Oh, for real. I'm about to say no way. But yeah, no, a lot of good breakdowns, a lot of good messaging within the film. There was a lot of layers within the film as well. John Boyega, he did a pretty good job as Tyrone, not Tyrone, as Fontaine, because technically it was Tyrone and Fontaine. Tyrone ain't really coming to the end. But he did a pretty good job as Fontaine. I will say, I know he non-FBA. I wish they would have got an FBA, brother. Would have gave it that, just that little bit of off. I think it needed just a little bit of that FBA off. It needed if he was FBA, but it's cool. The brother still did good. I'm not hating on him. He still did a good job. But I do wish they would have got an FBA brother to play his role. Yo-Yo, I forgot what her name is, Tiana, I think in real life, and Jamie Foxx. I want to say Yo-Yo is FBA. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure. She might be FBA, but she did a really good job as well. So did Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx was pretty funny. And I kind of like the fact that the film was comedy, but I kind of wish it wasn't. Like, I did enjoy a lot of the comedic parts that was in it. It had some funny parts, but part of me kind of wish they would have just made it, regular, like a drama and a thriller type thing, but just a little bit of a comedic touch with Jamie Foxx, kind of let him be the only the main comedic outlet throughout the movie. I wouldn't have minded that, you know what I'm saying? Although, like I said, I did still enjoy the funny parts throughout it, but I kind of get why they did it like that too, because of the so much the heavy symbolism and messaging within the film. I think that was one of the ways they was able to get it off on Netflix. Because it's we getting far and few between at this point of black films that was a fully black cast, directed by a black person that doesn't have some other agenda forced within ours, okay? Some other, crowbarred into our own, agenda. You know what I'm saying? It's always something LGBT, something else. So it's like black issues and LGBT, or black issues and feminism, or black issues and immigrants, and black issues and da-da-da-da. So it's always something else added on to our, our own, what is supposed to be focused on us. So I did appreciate the fact that this was just focused on us. And I think the way that they was able to do that and get it approved through Netflix was them doing it in a more comedic light. They already had the stereotypes as the main characters, the pimp, the hoe, and a drug dealer. So, of course, when Crack's looking like, oh, this is perfect. Oh, wow, this is perfect. This is the main character, perfect. It's a comedy. Oh, wow, this is going to be great. So they may have not, look too deep in it. So that might have been how he was able to kind of get away with a lot of the messaging for the film. So I'm not mad at it. But I do wish it was kind of more serious, because it was some heavy shit they were talking about. Okay, this was real. And playing in your face. Like, I love to say it, especially that's another thing with Netflix too, because they mainstream. Well, not necessarily mainstream, but they're big enough for them to be kind of considered that. They had truth in plain sight. So even if they did peep some of the messaging within this, it's because that was intentional. They got to kind of give us a little bit of truth. You know what I'm saying? With the lies that they spill, they got to give us truth as well. It's just karmic. The balance, at least they have to have duality more so than they have to have. So yeah, it was a lot. They cloned. They talked about cloning. That was the main thing, of course, which is real. They've been saying that for years now at this point. They've been cloning people for sure. I like the messaging within, them trying to expose how music adds to the lowering of our frequencies or like controlling us to a degree. The chicken, people been talking about poisoning the chicken for a minute, especially with that whole Popeyes thing from a couple years ago. That's what that kind of reminded me of. When the Popeyes chicken sandwich went viral. Let me see what else they have in there. The church, I thought that was kind of a funny scene when they had the church in there. It was like, it don't matter if your son got shot. It don't matter if you can't pay your bills. It don't matter if you're something. It was like, it kind of was touching on the distraction, that can add to within us, and then they had the little, they were playing back that, like doing it. They was playing like a rendition of that stuff in a gospel way. It was kind of funny, but again, I get it was to the point. I get it. They had the what is it? The compound H. That's what the chemical was that was put in everything. Kind of like cocaine or something like that. But they put it in the chicken. They put it in the grape juice. They put it in the perms. Which perms we've been saying for years. That's what my daddy. I remember when we first got a perm when I was a kid, and my father almost went berserk, like for real. He was mad as hell because he knew that them perms was some bullshit. He was like, them perms is going to fry your brain. When we went natural, he was so happy. But when we finally decided to go natural, and like right after high school, we ended up going out here. He was very happy. He was like, them perms will fry your head, like fry your brain, And he's 100% correct. Okay, they definitely do cause chemical changes within you. So, everything was pretty much to the point. Everything was kind of on point, if I'm being real. I will say it was a couple things that kind of took me out, and a couple things I like, although it kind of took me out. So they had like a mixed timeline within the film. It was like kind of in the 70s, but like not really. It was like in the early 2000s, but not really. It was like in the late 2000s, but not really. It was kind of in the 90s, but not really. It was like a mixture of timelines. They didn't really have a set point. Like they never really said exactly what day and age this was supposed to be in. And then like they had little things where it was like what's his name? Slick. What's his name? The Jamie Foxx character was Slick something. What's his name? Slick Rick? Slick James? Slick Charles? What was the dude's name? I forgot. Jamie Foxx character. He kind of talked like an old 70s pimp. He was talking about the Players Ball, which kind of happened in like the 90s. And I think like early 2000s. Then we had they was making references to crypto. Then they made references to like Book of Eli. They made reference to what's that Hollow Man. They made references to, it was like different ages within the thing. Then they had flip phones, which was weird. You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of did like the fact that it was like an ambiguous timeline. You couldn't really tell. I thought that was kind of a unique aspect about the film. A lot of people have a specific time within their film. I thought it was kind of unique, and it was cool the way they used it. The only thing that was kind of taking me out was like little things, like it kind of seemed like they used it in a convenient way to kind of fit the script a little bit. Like they could have changed a couple things. One thing in particular I'm thinking about. At the end, when they're doing when they finally expose everybody, if y'all seen it, this is spoilers. So I hope you already seen it. If not, you be watch it anyways. But at the end, when they finally expose what's going on, you know what I'm saying? It's the government, all some stuff. And they got the newscasters out there, and all the clones is coming out. They freed all the clones and stuff like that. And you got somebody on their phone like, yo, nigga, this shit crazy, boy. He on his phone. He's on like a regular phone. And it's like a couple other people on regular phones, like with flat screens. So he's obviously on like Instagram. People ain't start doing stuff like that to like Instagram, Facebook, Live type age. You know what I'm saying? So this has to be within the last couple of years. That aspect of it has to be taken from like the last few years, last 10 years at least. So I'm like, they do that at the end, but when Yo-Yo goes to expose the government or expose what the hell they doing to black people inside our neighborhoods, she writes a whole like detailed list and puts it in the mail, and I think she's sending it to like some sort of news company or something like that. But it's like, why the hell you just ain't go live about it? Why don't you get on a computer? Like that's what and why didn't they just have her running in? Like they could have been messing with her stream or something like that. Like they could have did that a little differently. It's like, why the hell y'all go pick her up? I don't know. Then they could have ran on her house. I just felt like they could have used that. It just didn't make sense. How the hell you guys might go live at the end about what happened, but you're not going to Like, that's what people do. When you're exposing something, people usually go live. Then it would have made sense for him to have people to have been online and be like, oh, nah, this is fake news. This is, like they could have used that. I'm just saying. So that kind of threw me off. Little stuff like that. Although I still did, overall, I did enjoy the fact that it was ambiguous silent. I thought that was kind of cool. I like the fact that they had the original Fontaine. The original Fontaine be the kind of like the person that's like that was in charge of everything that's going on. Although I like the fact that they had him in charge, but also it was still like it wasn't on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was something he was doing. He made it clear that he made a deal with the devil. I like the fact that it was like, this is bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm one aspect of a complete system. I rocked with that. Okay. I'm not always with the black man being a villain, but in this scenario, I understood the way it was, you know what I'm saying, the way they did it. I kind of like that. And how they was trying to make black people into white people. That's something that we've been seeing. We've been seeing them trying to use ambiguity and ambiguity. What am I using the word? Ambiguity. As a source of trying to integrate or trying to fit better into white spaces, trying to get some sort of privilege or trying to get out of oppression in some way. So that part also made sense to me. I like the fact that it was underground. Niggas were talking about underground bunkers and stuff like that. Even Us, they had. In the movie Us, Jordan Peele, they had that same idea of shit being underground and clones specifically, although those were like more like tethers. That's what they refer to them. What's called. But either way, clones. So same idea, kind of like that. Yeah, they had a lot of good stuff in it. I don't really got too many critiques on that film, to be real, on they clone Tyrone. I thought it was good. I will say I do think they cloned Jamie Foxx. You got to be crazy. I think you guys to be crazy if you don't see this man. I think you guys to be crazy if you've seen this video this dude that put up, Jamie Foxx, and you don't think that this nigga is not a clone. I'm sorry. This man does not look nothing the same. And I know people are saying that if you're sick, Slick Charles, that's what it was. I know, if you're sick, if you're in the house this long, you might lose your color, Yeah, man, they clone this nigga. I'm sorry. They don't look you don't lose the size of your head because you sick. Like, I understand your face slimming, but this nigga head looks different. Like, his head ain't even the same size. And we're talking about he got lighter, bro. We just seen this man on a boat not too long ago, and he looked the same color. We seen him picking up a lady purse just a week or so ago. We was getting in the car, and he did not look this damn light. I'm like, now he get on video, and he's this like, man, this nigga's glow. I'm sorry. Okay. Then we come to find out this movie was actually, I think, created like 2 years ago, before the writer's strike and all this other stuff. And Jamie Foxx is the damn producer on it. Jamie Foxx is the producer, and Slick Charles, Jamie Foxx has a clone in the movie, y'all. That he ends up sacrificing or using as a kind of like a sacrifice to distract Nixon, the white boy, while he kills him, so he can kill him. That is a clone. I got a 10-4 bonnet on. I don't think that's the same Jamie Foxx. I'm just be real. I know it's been a lot of back and forth. I'm sorry. I know I stayed with the 10-4 bonnet. I should have known. I don't think that's real him. I'm not rocking with it. That do not look like him. I'm sorry. It doesn't. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I done seen people get sickly. I mean, even brother, what's the brother name? Chadwick Boseman. Before he died, he did Black Panther. He was really sick before he died. I think he had lupus or what did he have? He had something. Before he died, he got really skinny, really small, but he still looked the same. Like, he still looked like himself. That brother still looked the same. This man, I don't know. Even some of the language he was using in that video, he was like, I want y'all to remember me by something. Remember you, brother, you still here. Who are we remembering if you're still here? You're right here in front of us telling us to remember you by something when you're right there in front of me. You're telling me to remember you by something, and brother, you're right here. So I think you telling us to remember the old Jamie Foxx because you ain't the real him. So yeah. I don't know. And then Tyrone, who did I see talk about that? Matter of fact, that's who I got a screenshot of. Call me Kinfo. Shout out to that brother, man. He was talking about how he did the Tyrone Bigums skit. He used to do that, or like that. He played that character inside of Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx, Tyrone Bigums. And you made a movie called Clone Tyrone. I got the 10-4 bonnet on for your ass. I stay with it on. Stay flat. And I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I don't think that's him. I ain't rocking with it. I ain't rocking with it. They definitely cloning people, like for sure. If they cloning people, if you believe this theory of them cloning people in the hood, to keep people in the same cycle, or keep the neighborhoods the same, things like that nature. Then you got to believe that they cloning celebrities. You know that they've been doing that. I seen a couple people saying that they might have cloned Michael Jackson because the whole he went from black to white, and he looked different when it's what you call it. And they played Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was actually mentioned. He was like the first person mentioned in the film. He also was played when they first find out about the clone. In the initial scene when they find out about the clone, they got a white boy or a black man that transitioned to a white man, should I say. But a white man with an afro who's dancing to Sexy Red. I mean, why did I say dancing to Sexy Red? It's about to see that. What's called? So, but dancing to Michael Jackson. So yeah, I see the people what you calling about that. I don't know about that though. I don't know about that. I keep this info about it, so I ain't going to completely exit out. But I don't know about that. But they did mention him and mention Tupac, and people have seen Tupac. People be saying that they seen Tupac. You know what I'm saying, all over the world. All right, saying this thing on islands and all type of shit. Okay, so I don't know. We keep this info about it. I'm not completely sure, but regardless, the movie did have a lot of messages. And I did like I said, I just like the fact that they had that. It was pretty clear. Even somebody who's just watching the film just to watch it, I think you pretty much still picked up on a lot of them. It was pretty much in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like especially when they did the whole when the clone Fontaine runs into the original Fontaine, when they finally had an interaction, he kind of explains to him literally what the hell is going on. What is it? What did he say? Integration? What is it? Not integration. What's the word he used? It's not integration. I don't think it was integration. But he says integration is better than annihilation. I don't think it was integration. Or what's the word? Assimilation. Assimilation is better than annihilation, even though it's the same thing. Shout out to brother Professor Griff, who was just talking about that. He was on point. They're the same thing. You're going to be assimilated, baby. You have annihilated your original self, your original culture anyway. So you're doing the same thing, just in a slower process. But yeah, I think even the most ignorant Negro, and I think that's why they use what you call, what you would think is the most ignorant Negroes, the most stereotypical Negroes, that if they can get it, baby, you can get it. Okay, anybody can get this movie, to be honest. You can get at least the overall concept of this movie, which is that we are being attacked on all sides. And I like the fact, I also like that they showed that they was watching them. They had people writing down conversations, even random conversations about, oh, you can't, he cheated on me. I think I did it. You got the white boy listening and writing it down. They had cameras at the strip club, cameras at the trap, cameras at the cameras at everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's real as well, because they do be watching, they do pay attention. And how they had black people in there doing experiments. I like that too. It was a lot of aspects of this movie. That's what I'm saying. They had a lot of layers in this movie. A lot of layers. They had the black people in there doing experiments. They had a black woman. They was showing her all types of beauty standards, European beauty standards, like trying to program her. They had the black men in the room fighting. And then they had them, like, they played one thug song. It was like a gangster song. It was like, they had them fighting in another song. It was like a love song. It had them hugging. Stuff like that. I like that. Tyrone, Slick Charles, Jamie Foxx almost got caught up in the music when they was trying to lead the club. Stuff like I did like stuff like that. I enjoyed that. And it kind of touched on the fact that a lot of people are NPCs. A lot of people are just not really here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are just here, but not really all the way here. And that's how they got all them people to come out to hypnotize all the people to come out and chase them. So yeah, it was a couple things. It was a couple things I enjoyed. And I guess I was about to say that was a kind of another hole I didn't like too. They did have all them people. I remember the scene. If y'all remember the scene where they had all them people going out to chase Tyrone, Slick Charles, and Yo-Yo. I'm like, if they watching everybody, how the hell? I don't know. I guess it's still possible, but it's a little bit of they could have tied it together just a little bit better. When they had everybody at the end, like bring the cavalry, Slick Charles, he brought like the whole hood, you know what I'm saying, to come take down which I did like. I didn't like that. I'm not gonna. It was just the scenery. Okay, the messaging within that, us coming together. I love that. Okay, I love that overall message, especially for with a black man leading the pack, black men going to war, especially for this black woman. Although she was the whore of the film, even though she was the whore, I will say, of the film, she was still pretty much covered the whole time. We ain't seen her like she walk around in a thong. We didn't get to see her, you know what I'm saying, stripping or actually doing nothing sexual. She kind of said some vulgar things and alluded to things, but she didn't, you know, we didn't actually see her do that. So I did like the fact that although they used her for that and put her in that role, we didn't get to see that. You know, it made it a little bit more respectable. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was because they was trying to show in a slick way, you know, or under a covert way, that, you know, it takes the inspiration of black women for, you know what I'm saying? That's a huge part of black men coming together to liberate, you know what I'm saying? Or to be revolutionary. It's from the inspiration of black women, because they wasn't, Rumor Fontaine was like, to hell with this shit. I'm not about to, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But it took for them to take Yo-Yo, and also for him to find out that his mother wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? That his mother was actually in the damn fucking speaker the whole time. For him to really get the fire with him and to be like, you know what? Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Let's go to war. You know what I'm saying? So I really like that aspect. This movie had a lot of good aspects. I really did like that aspect that it took for them to go and save the black woman, for them to be motivated to, you know, go to war with these people. So that's what's up. I really like that. I really did like that aspect. I really did like that aspect. Oh man, that was 16, right? I'm thinking about something else. How many clones of Tyrone it was? I think it was 6 clones. I think it was 6 clones of Tyrone, actually. Not 5. It was 6. To be real. It was 6 clones of Tyrone. Not Tyrone, Fontaine. Fontaine, the original, hold on. Fontaine, the one we met initially. Chester. Fontaine that came back after Fontaine faked his death. Tyrone at the end. The clone he saw. And wasn't there another clone when they let everybody out? I think he let out another clone. Well, technically he shot a clone. But the original Fontaine that died too. That's 6. That was 6. It might have actually been 7 because he shot one inside the when they went down to the facility and snuck in. He shot one, so it might have actually been 7 clones in total that we've seen. Might have actually been 7. I think it's 6 or 7 clones in the beginning. Got hit about 7 times, and he got hit about 7 times. He got hit about 7 times. Yeah, have a tenacious spirit. Yeah, they did. You know what I'm saying? So I did like that. I think they was trying to show you know, in a, like I said, a covert way, the divine femininity within black women, you know what I'm saying, and how that inspires black men to be revolutionary, you know what I'm saying. So I really like that message. Okay, they bought the cavalry to go get my girl Yo. I like that, you know. The only thing I had a problem with that was that how did they do that? And everybody, you know what I'm saying, like, if they watching them, how did they not be tipped off? How did the organization underground, how did they not get tipped off? How did they not see that coming? If they listen to the phone calls, literally looking at every spot that black people hang out in, how did they, you know what I'm saying, the only key actors you had within it was the Isaac, the dude from P-Valley, which he did a pretty good job. His homeboy, Slick Charles, and Fontaine, in the prostitute. I'm like, how the hell they wouldn't get, you know, they could have tied it together a little bit. How did they get tipped off from that? You know what I'm saying? How did they get all these black people on code, all these lost Negroes at that on code to do this, and ready to do this without them being tipped off? And they're watching every moment that they step. I don't know. They could have tied that together a little bit better, just a little bit. But I did like that imagery a lot. I like the fact that they put that in there. The fact that they put that in there, you know, it could have been tied together a little bit. They could have. I liked it. Okay. So yeah, overall, I really like that movie. I really enjoyed that film. That was one of the rare films that we've gotten in a minute. That actually has some real stuff that black people need to see. You know what I'm saying? Has some real messaging, has some great acting, great writing. And yeah, all black cast. I ain't mad at it. It was a good film. I give it like an 8. I want to say an 8. Maybe like an 8 out of 10. I give it like an 8 out of 10. It was a really good film, though. I give it like 8 out of 10. It was really good. I very much enjoyed it. And I will say your kids can watch it, but the language in it is it's a little bit in the parts where they kind of faking having sex is a little egregious, and that's a part of them planning. So yeah, a little bit vulgar for children, but maybe like 15, 16, you could probably watch it. Your teens could probably watch it, and it'd be all right, but it was good. You just busted the plot armor, Zeze. LOL. Remember they planned everything, acting how they were expected to. They explained it in the movie. Yeah, but they planned it, but they only planned it with 5 people. So I'm like, how the hell did they not? And even with them riding through the streets, how the fuck did they not see it? And that's another thing. Hold up. That's another thing. Not only how the hell did they not see it underground? How did the people see it underground? But also, how the hell did nobody underground have guns? How was they able to just? Now that part was a little unreal. That kind of took me a little bit. Because there's no way these people are right under fucking us. A bunch of mad scientists with kidnapping black people, cloning black people, and not one of these niggas got guns. Not one of these crackers got a gun. Ain't no way in hell. No, that's not. I said, now this look good. Again, I like the imagery. I like the messaging. The way they rolling up in there, they shooting, they you know what I'm saying? They burning everything. They were freeing the black people. Loved it. But at the same time, what the fuck is, they should have been, I mean, only one nigga had a gun. Only one of them crackers had a gun. That was Nixon. How is he the only person with that? That don't make sense. That ain't make sense to me. I'm sorry. That don't make no. It shouldn't have been that damn easy. You know, realistically, maybe they did it because it's a comedy. But if it was a thriller or drama, it probably would have been a little bit more realistic. Maybe they would have actually had to go to war because there's no way y'all ran up in them people's stuff like that and ain't nobody have no damn gun. There's no way. I just don't see. I'm just not seeing how it's possible. I'm not seeing how that's possible. Okay, so that took me out just a little bit too. I didn't like that. I'm like, how the fuck? There's no way. They could have ran up in there and didn't have no damn. Didn't have no sort of defense. I'm just not seeing that. I'm not understanding that. Oh, shout out to T. Odom. You's a real one. Appreciate the T. Odom. You're a real one. Love him. We gotta show the movie somehow. It's easy. Your energy would be dope on screen. You know, I've been thinking that too. I do want to do acting. I've been saying that for a while. I've been BSing a little bit. But the only thing about acting is I do want to act, and I would love to get in some sort of entertainment. But I can't do the Holly weird, which I don't have to because it's always black films I can stay with from, which I'm cool with that. I'd be cool with just being in black films, independent black films. But yeah, that is something I want to do. That is something I want to do. Black people ride through the streets every day. But what black people ride through the streets with guns? All of these, you telling me they wouldn't have had no red flags with all of these Negroes? You telling me they was all literally riding in a pack, hundreds of Negroes, and you telling me not name one of them saying, "Where the fuck are these niggas going?" Alert, cold black. These Negroes have are going somewhere, and we need to figure out where the fuck they going. They all got guns. And they ride in the pack, okay? Where are they going? So I'm just, and then they went into the convenience store, one of the places they went to get access was they went to the convenience store. You told me they ain't got no goddamn cameras in the convenience stores? They had cameras in the strip club. They knew that they was coming through the strip club. Remember, they knew that they was coming through the strip club. That's where they put on the hypnotizing music. So how the hell y'all knew they was coming? Y'all seen them coming through, 3 of them. You only seen 3 of them coming through the strip club. You knew they was going through their entrance. But y'all didn't see these niggas coming through the damn church, the strip club, the convenience store. What? They didn't even shoot the white boy. They didn't even kill the white boy that was behind the store. He could have easily let them in and then called them, "Hey, it's some niggas coming down there. Y'all need to make sure y'all ready." Like, I was just, that was not realistic. I'm sorry. There's no way y'all didn't see them niggas coming. There's no way. I just don't see how it's possible. Unless they would have made it a way where they had a hacker. They had some sort of distraction. Maybe they threw a block party. You know what I'm saying? And they had the chicken and the grape drink there, something like that. And they made them think that they were just going to be there. Like, that would have made a little bit more sense. But I'm just saying. It's a movie. Yes, I know it's a movie. I know it was a comedy. But I'm just saying, that's where my mind went. Like, bro, there's no way that shit would have been that easy. These niggas is cloning niggas underneath us. Do you really think it's going to be that easy? You think it's not? They don't got military defense down that joint? Like, realistically. Let's just be real. I'm just saying. Realistically. Because I do think they're doing shit underneath us for sure. I definitely did believe that there's bunkers and all types of wild ass shit underneath us that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, if we want to do that in real life, baby, it would not be that easy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it would not be that easy. I'm just saying, okay? But I did enjoy it. Glad you didn't use 7, LOL. What do you mean I didn't use 7? What does that mean? Glad I didn't use 7. What does that mean? Request all information to the prostitutes pretending to do sex. Yeah, I remember that, but it still doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. That didn't really make sense. Do me a favor to further support ADCB. Hey Jazz, how you doing? Someone was way too short. Remember they planned everything out. Oh God, hell, so he got hit about 7 times, didn't he? Yeah, he got hit. Did he get hit 7 times? 7. And I think it was 7 clones. How many clones was in the movie? I think it was 7 clones, I'm pretty sure. It was the original one. Then the original got shot, he got replaced. Then Chester. Then the one at the end. Then the one he was watching at the end. That's 5. What am I counting? Why did I just count 6? How did I just get 6 or 7? The original Chester, the original Fontaine. Well, not the original, but the original clone Fontaine. Okay, yeah, I'm tripping. The original clone Fontaine, the one that replaced him, when he faked his death, the one that replaced him, that they tied up. Slick Charles and the prostitutes tied up. The one Chester, the one at the end, and the one he was watching at the end. Tyrone and Tyrone and the one he was watching at the end, because the one he was watching at the end, they didn't say necessarily whether that was still and they did that on purpose, I believe. But at the end, when they did the news reports, when Tyrone is looking at the news, they didn't say where they was at. They didn't say where they was at. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been Glenn. It could have been the Glenn where it was being exposed at, but it didn't really look like the Glenn. It looked like it may have been a different place. So I think that was another clone. So that's 6 right there. But I want to say 7 because Fontaine shot one when they snuck into the I want to say it was 7. 7 actually. I think it was 7 because he shot one inside the casing and that was still inside that hadn't came out. So I think it was 7 clones in total within the 7 clones of Fontaine or Tyrone within the whole movie. I think so. Z, you dragging it? It's a movie. I'm just saying. Damn. Come on, y'all. I'm just saying. Y'all think them crackers would have guns? I'm just saying. I know it's not real. Well, it is real, but I know it's not a real. I'm just saying, y'all really think it would have been that easy? I don't think it should have been that easy for them to run up on them niggas. I'm sorry. The only person they had to fight was a white boy, and a white people got killed. I'm just saying. Look, I'm not trying to. I'm there. You two don't need my time. They ain't kill no white people either. I ain't really like that. All these crackers run. All y'all niggas run down there with guns, and nobody got shot. We ain't see no crackers die. I'm just saying. But I will say we didn't see no black people that either, other than the original, the clone Fontaine, technically, which he didn't really die. His conscience got transferred, technically. So yeah, we didn't see no black people die other than that. And we didn't see no black. I didn't like that. You know, so it was not like it was black trauma porn, and then we didn't get to see no revenge. Kind of like what's that movie? The joint the brother did. What's that joint? What am I thinking about? When he did the Nat Turner movie. We seen a whole rack of black trauma porn, and then we didn't even get we didn't even get to see no damn the people that did it to us died in. We didn't get to see how they was killed at least. So I did at least we ain't see no crackers die, but we ain't see no black people die for either, other than the original the original clone of Fontaine. So it could have been worse, but I'm just saying, I run down there with all them guns. I thought y'all was about to shoot shit up. I thought y'all was about to. And the white boy, we did see the white boy die because he did Slick Rick did kill Nixon. He does end up killing Nixon. But, I don't know what you call him. Also, and I did like the old guy they had too, Frog, which I keep hearing is supposed to be symbolic for wisdom. He's supposed to be like the Oracle, which that's kind of the role he played. That's why he knew everything that was going on. He's knew car smell. I'll tell you something like that. It was kind of cool. I did like that too, the aspect of the elders. You know what I'm saying? And everybody playing their role. I think who was just saying that? I think I watched Just My Opinion reviews. He was saying something like that. I did like that aspect too, that they had everybody playing. Again, it goes back to them having the pimp, the hoe, and the drug dealer as the 3 main characters, because it kind of showed that even the what you would think is the lowest aspects of our culture, or the the degenerates, Everybody plays their roles. Even the old niggas on the corner who you think gone crazy or, you know what I'm saying, is down bad now. Everybody has their role to play. You know what I'm saying? And everybody can contribute to our liberation in some sort of way. You know, so I like that part. I like that aspect. There was a lot of aspects of this movie I like. A lot of aspects of this movie I like for real. I think that was one of the best movies that came out for black people that's been out in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's been out. That's got this much buzz at that because a lot of people is watching the movie. Even though it's on Netflix, it's getting a lot. I'm pretty sure it got to be one of the #1 stream movies on there at this moment for sure. Because I just seen everybody talking about it. Everybody was anticipating going to go see it, especially because the news with Jamie Foxx and being sick allegedly, and all of that stuff. So yeah, a lot of people was looking forward to that film. A lot of people seen it, and I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? It's a good movie. I think that's something that's a family watch, except for the little kids again, because the vulgarity in it. It's just a lot of vulgar language. But you like 15 and up, I think you can watch that. You should be all right. You know what I'm saying? For real. It would be hilarious if she was in it. They call Tyrone breaking the fourth wall as a narrator. We don't question white people flying through the air and shooting lasers out their hands. White people flying. Are you talking about superhero movies? Yes, they're called BSL 4 Labs. BSL 4 Labs, sister, the greatest. He didn't shoot him. The glass was bulletproof. Oh, he didn't shoot him. The glass was bulletproof. Okay, so he didn't shoot him. Okay, cool. So that was 7. I mean, even if he did shoot him. Okay, but that was 7 clones then. I think that was 7 clones. Frog was the Oracle. Yeah, some of them was on point with him. The dude, the old dude has that no one pays attention to, knows everything. Yeah, that's a fact. You know, I like the way they incorporated. I really like the way they incorporated a lot of the characters within the film. Even them coming together at the end with them, the brother Isaac, not what you calling it, of him being an enemy and then him end up helping him in the end, which I kind of figured it was gonna go like that because I'm like, there's no way. Even him, and I will say I kind of didn't like that. Even though in the end he did end up helping him. I kind of didn't like the fact. I wish I could say, but I have to go to sleep for work, so I'll chop it up. Okay, bye, Jazz. Good night. But I kind of didn't like the fact that when Tyrone came out, when Fontaine came back, what's his name? Isaac. The first thing he does is like, "Oh, you back walking." It's like that wasn't realistic. That wasn't realistic. Come on now. Even the most ignorant Negro is gonna be like, how the fuck are you still alive after we just shot your ass? Like, there's no way. You're out here walking. You ain't got no bandages, you ain't got no scars, you ain't got no bullet wounds. Nigga, how the hell are you right here in front of me right now? And we just shot your ass up just last night. There's no, like, even the most ignorant, hate-filled Negro is going to question that. There's no way he's going to still be on some shit like, oh yeah, watch out and watch your back. I'm still coming for it. Like, bro, he gonna be like, what the, like, I think that could have been a comedic thing that they put within the film as well. As like they seen it, they like, what, this nigga ain't dead. How the fuck he ain't dead? Bro, there's no way you ain't dead, bro. What hospital do you go to? Like something, you know, like there could have been some sort of, like, you know, because the way Slick Charles reacted, and he wasn't even the one to shot him. But when he saw him, he's like, oh no, Jesus, they sending me a ghost. You sending a pimp a ghost? Like, it was funny. But it's also realistic. Like, how the fuck any person with some sort of common sense is going to think, how the fuck is you? How are you alive? Like, how? So when the drug dealer dude go and see him again, and his first instinct is to be like, oh yeah, bro, I don't think you got off. Yeah, it's like, bro, it's not like you shot this man once and he ran away, or you shot him twice. It was a drive-by. You didn't really get to see if he got shot. Like, you know for sure the nigga got out the car. The dude who Fontaine messed up with, he got out the car to shoot this man. Personally, to make sure he was dead, and you still walk up on him with no questions, like, that's weird. That would have just had a little out of that was kind of took me out a little bit too. Like, come on, that don't even make sense. That don't make sense. Anybody with a question that there's no way this thing's still alive. There's no way. Okay, or at least walking around like this. There's no way. Okay, so that should have been antennas right there. Yeah, but I did like the fact how they end up coming together in the end. For the better to protect the community. I like that. Again, a lot of good messaging. I'm not mad at it. It was a very good film. That was one of the best films I've seen in a minute. I'll say that. Especially black focused films. It was one of the best ones I've seen in a minute. It was good. The CDC is a BSL-4 lab. They are several hidden in American cities underground. Okay, yeah. Because I've seen people expose that before. That's what I'm like, that is 100% true. That's why they this ain't the only film they had in it. Jordan Peele had it in Us, and it's a couple other films they've had that in as well. But yeah, for sure, I'm not surprised by that. And the fact that they had it focused on Black communities specifically, yeah, that's real. That sounds about right. Okay. So yeah, but shout out to the brothers who made that film, to the brother who directed that film, to the cast. It was good. Overall, it was a really good film. Really good film. I enjoyed it. A lot. I'm not gonna hold you. Now, one more thing before I get out of here. Y'all know I ain't gotta say too much on this. Just Hilarious went viral for talking about the trans out here getting outrageous, everything in between. There was a trans woman who came on the internet who really had the balls, pun intended, really had the balls to get up here and say, oh, women, you can't gatekeep periods. You can't gatekeep womanhood. Oh, that doesn't belong to y'all and blah, 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 blah. Just a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of delusional nonsense, okay? So he get up there and say that, and Just Hilarious, she actually went triple viral. What that dude went viral for? She actually went triple viral for responding to him and saying, basically, like, who's going to protect women? What do you mean? We of course we gatekeep womanhood. Of course we gatekeep like periods. Baby, that's us. Like we're the only ones that can get them. You can't be us. You're fighting to be us. Like you can't compare when you don't beat, basically. And so much respect to her because I'm standing. Y'all know I've been standing 10 toes on that for the last few years, baby. This ain't nothing new. So when I seen that, I was not thrown off at all. I was like, that's what's up. The fact that she had a platform that she got and she said something like that, good. Shout out to her. Okay, that's what's up. I love to see it because there's a lot of women out here, specifically, a lot of celebrities in general, but a lot of women celebrities, moreover, who are scared to speak on stuff like that or very hesitant to speak on stuff like that because of the backlash they'll get. And she did get some backlash, of course. But I think she got more overwhelming support from what I've seen than backlash. I'm gonna say that. Now I will say, shout out to Jay Lethal because I talked about this on his platform. If y'all didn't see that, go to Jay Lethal page. I was on there talking about that for. I talked about that for a little. I hopped on his stream and we chatted up. We chatted about that for a little minute on his channel. And I was saying, like, I'm definitely 10 toes behind her, for sure, or what she said. But the only thing I'm hesitant about, she ain't said nothing yet. She ain't followed up on it yet from what I've seen. Unless she has, and y'all seen it, correct me if I'm wrong. But she hasn't followed up on it yet since the backlash and since the reaction, since it went viral. And my only concern is that she might fold, which I hope she doesn't. She's went viral a couple times. She's she stayed 10 toes on certain things she said before. So I wouldn't be surprised if she does double down and she stays on her square. And she doesn't let these people pressure her into this fake, oh, I just need to be educated. I was ignorant. I apologize. I hope they don't pressure her, the dominant society. Don't let them pressure all these LGBT minions. I hope she doesn't allow their rhetoric to pressure her into an apology. I hope not, okay? Because she shouldn't apologize for anything she said. She was 100% correct in her stance. So my only hope is that she don't fold. But it's a lot. And Just Hilarious, she is a little integrated within the mainstream. She's in Wild and Out. She's done a couple movies, I think on like MTV and stuff like that, or like shows. So she's a little integrated into the mainstream. And so that could affect her check over there. It could affect her check in the mainstream. They might not be trying to rock with her on certain things, or they may try to blacklist her on certain things because she said this and she made herself clear in what she said. She talked about a delusion and mental health. She went in. Okay. Not like she just said, hey, we're women, we deserve our space, like she said it in like a nice way. She said it in a straight up, which I respect, straight up, blunt, straight to the point way. Okay. And said it how it need to be said. So I really hope that she don't out. I'm standing behind what she said. I'm rocking with her as long as she don't vote. I hope she don't. Okay. So we're gonna see. Okay, we're gonna see how it unfolds, how it goes, how she handles the what you call it right now. Like I said, from what I've seen, she ain't said nothing else about it. But we'll see, because it's gotten a lot of reactions. It's gotten a lot. And some of these reactions, oh, Lord Jesus, give me a break. What's that lady? I mean, what's that damn trans man name from Orange is the New Black? What's that dude name, Brad? What's his name? What's his name? Hold up. I sent myself. That's enough. Give me strength. What's this dude name? What is this dude name? Laverne Cox. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. He got up on here and was dragging the... Hold on, let me play a little bit of this. What my headphones at? Oh my God, he got up here and was dragging it. Oh Lord, the tears, the agony, the delusion. It's a delusion for me. He got up here and was dragging it. Oh my God, my these headphones is not it up, it's greasy. Let me play just a little bit of his, because when I tell you these people go to extremes, oh my God, it's like literally you can't say anything, any critiques about these people without one of them going to an extreme. And shout out to the trans people who actually were in support and of this of what Jess said, or at least the rhetoric, even if they wasn't a fan of exactly what she said, I said, whatever the case may be. But they're not with it, they're not involved or promoting the delusion that some of these trans people have, which is the fact that they are actually women, and the fact that they're not getting inspiration or trying to be actual women. And that the fact that they cannot have periods or babies, or they don't have uteruses, like they're still men, they literally are not built for that. They can't do that. Shout out to the trans like that. What's Flame Monroe? I think I didn't see her response or see his response, but I think I seen like somebody talking about it. I'm pretty sure that he was in alignment with what Jess said. So shout out to the people in that community that's actually got some damn, that's not living in an illusion. All right. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. Sorry.
Systems, corporations, moneyed interests are a threat to us and our existence. This is the Laverne that I hold back, because I don't want people to think we're trans people look crazy. I'm trying to rep for my community, but I'm mad. This shit is ridiculous, and I'm walking around every single day knowing that there are trans people and their families fleeing states right now because they don't want their parents to be arrested for supporting their children. There are people fleeing states because they need access to reproductive health care that they can't get in their state. People are losing their lives. More and more violence is happening against women and femmes and non-binary people.
Where is the tears? Number one. What the fuck is that? I'm searching real hard on this video. I don't see not one tear coming out this man's eye. I don't see not one tear. Okay, cut the acting. You are not an Orange is the New Black. Please stop it. Second of all, I don't know why these people go to extremes. Like, Lord Jesus, man. All she said was that you niggas is not women. You can't be, never will be. You're fighting for something that's never gonna happen. That's just a fact. It's never gonna happen. You wasn't born this way, baby. You can never be this way. It's simple. You can dress it up. You can change your voice, take the hormones. Baby, you're never going to be a woman. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There is no such thing as these alternate versions of women. They don't call me no damn cis woman, no this woman, that woman. Baby, I am a woman. There's only one definition. An adult human female. That's what I am. That's what a woman is. Okay? You can't be that. You're not a female. It's very plain and simple. Very easy to understand and digest. But when you say these things that are common sense, that are factual, these people go to extremes. We have organizations and women are dying, and cis women, femmes and trans women are dying, and oh my God, we have corporations that are going against us, and I'm just, girl, man, brother, dude, please, get it together. It's not that damn deep. It's really not that deep. And you said it's the Laverne you trying to hide. Please keep that nigga hidden, because we don't need to see the dramatics over something that is so simple. That I'm saying that you're not a woman. I don't even need to play no more of this bullshit. I'm just, brother, it's not it. That ain't it. I'm just not even about to. We ain't even gotta go no further. It's just outrage and everything between life and real. Get it together, LeBron Goss. I don't know what he got going on. Maybe that was some sort of humiliation ritual, because it's embarrassing. People in the comments is not even. This is Lovely T. Shout out to Lovely T. This is her. What you call it? And people in the comments is like, bruh, what? They really mad that cis women won't accept them as women. I mean, don't call me a cis woman, but biological black women don't have laws in place like you to protect you against discrimination. Okay. People ain't even look. People is not even rocking with this. Does this count as acting? Because ain't nobody hiring. Child, my fight is back. My fight is for my black women first and foremost. Come on. What does this have to do with biological women? Come on. Okay, so people ain't even feeling this. Like, this is like, come on, stop with the dramatics. We're not about to do it. I'm not about to play with you, man. We're not about to give you no damn attention because you trying to really, what it seems like he's trying to clout chase off Just Hilarious, like some of these other trans is too. I think another famous trans person responded to her too. I forgot. Was it like T.S. Madison or somebody else? I think responded to her too. But yeah, some of these people just trying to clout chase, man. Like, come the fuck on. What are we really debating here? Her tone, are we really? I mean, because what she said was just factual. Some people I did see, like I said, some people didn't like the fact that she brought up mental health, or something like that. But baby, that's. I mean, we can dance around the bush all we want. You know, we can dance around the act like there's not an elephant in the room, but we all know the elephant in the room is mental health. That's the core issue. We're not about to BS Madison. We're not about to play. Okay, like come on. Let's just speak straight up, which is why I really appreciated what she said. So shout out to her. Shout out to the woman that's been openly supporting her. Some of the other black women on Code openly supporting her. Because like I said, I was talking to Jay Lethal about it, and he made a very good point. You know, he asked me like, what percentage of women do you think actually actively speak out against stuff like this? You know what I'm saying? He was making a point that like, yeah, majority of us are not, you know what I'm saying, are not making it clear. Although most of us, and that was my point, was that most of us don't align with that way of thinking that trans women are women and all this other stuff. Like we don't align with a lot of the ideologies of LGBT. However, it's a lot of us who don't openly say that. You know what I'm saying? It used to be less taboo to come out and say things like this. Like 10, 20 years ago, if I would have said, you know, transgenders, like Just Hilarious said something like this, or what I say all the time about when I'm speaking on subjects like this, wouldn't probably be that big of a deal because most people felt like that. It was like a general consensus openly that most people knew, like, yeah, nah, niggas ain't right with that. You know, men can't be women. This was like common knowledge. This was like something easy. It's just the fact that now there's so much heavy propaganda to make women, and honestly, people in general, but when we talk about women specifically, that try to pressure us into thinking that we shouldn't hold these opinions because if so, then we're transphobic or homophobic or we're adding to the oppression of other people and things of that nature. When it's like, baby, no, this is just an actual fact. This is just real life. This is just what it is. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that shouldn't be so taboo. But so many of us are feeling this pressure, you know, that we don't want to step out and get attacked, okay, by some of these people, especially the trans women, these men, really, really aggressive, deep voiced ass men, strong neck ass men who can come out who act like they women, but if they slap your ass, it's gonna feel like a man. All right. A lot of us feel the pressure from that, and we're like, nah, you know, I'm gonna just keep my 2 cents to myself. You know what I'm saying? Or or they try to. A lot of us is kind of indoctrination with this liberal nonsense as well, this feminist this new age feminist nonsense as well, where we're like, oh, we can all be women and we should be inclusive, and because that is on us as far as it being a LGBT culture in general has never really been a part of Black culture. Black American culture has never been something that's like been openly accepted. But one of the main reasons why it's being openly accepted now, or being openly, integrated into our culture now, is because of Black women. That's on us. So I'll say, yeah. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of women are feeling pressure right now. Okay. To not say nothing or try to go along to get along. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay with the flow of the propaganda so they don't get any backlash, which is bullshit. Like, no, we need to stand 10 toes. Okay. All right. Okay. The men can't do everything. All right. We have to stand 10 toes somewhere. We got to speak up somewhere. Okay. And that's something we definitely should have our clear stance on. We should have a voice on in the matter of, because baby, if we ain't gonna say we women, who the hell are? If you ain't gonna claim the fact that you're a woman and gatekeep that, who is? All right, because men can't do it. All right, they damn sure can't do it if we ain't doing it. All right. So yeah, get on code, ladies. I don't know what y'all got going on, but shout out to Just Hilarious. Shout out to her and the black women that's pointing out the nonsense, because that's egregious. I reject things this way. We would defend you on coasts. Exactly. But it's hard for y'all to defend us if we are not even trying to give you anything to defend. Or if we're openly accepting the BS. You know, you can't defend something if we're openly inviting it in. It's gonna be hard to combat that, because we're literally telling them, "Oh, come on in. You're women too. Come on in. Come on. Effeminate Negroes, y'all are just like us." It's like, no. You know? So yeah, gotta do better. Other than that, I do got some other things I can get into, but we are at an hour mark, so we're gonna go ahead and call it up. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. And we'll get into some more of this later on in the week. Hopefully, matter of fact, I might mess around and go live. I don't know, like maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, to be real, just because I do got some other things to talk about. We do got to catch up. Got some more videos to make. I got some things to get back. We got to get back to it. Okay, we got to get the ball back rolling. I know. I'm just like, we get the ball back rolling. We get back on it. Shout out to y'all that liked or shared my last rant on Instagram. Brothers, please stop wearing bonnets. Please stop wearing bonnets. If y'all ain't seen my rant, I ain't put it on YouTube. I put it on. I should have made it a short on YouTube. That's what I should have put it as a short. Maybe I'll still do that. But Instagram and TikTok, I did post a rant on there about brothers wearing bonnets. Please get these brothers out of bonnets. Get your children, get your little boys out of bonnets. If they're not a girl, if they're not a woman, get their ass out of bonnet. Brothers, I don't want to see you in a bonnet. I know some of y'all was like, "Oh, I wear a bonnet at night. I got locks, I got dreads, I got braids. I wear bonnets. It's comfortable." All right, cool. Wear it in the house. At least don't let me see it. I don't want my man wearing their bonnets. None of the men in my family wear their bonnets. The ones that had, my brother had locks for years. Never seen that nigga in a bonnet. Just like, brother-in-law got dreads right now. Never seen him bonnet. Nephew got hair. Never seen him bonnet. Other nephew got hair. Never seen him bonnet. Another nephew got hair. Never seen him bonnet. I'm just saying, men in my family don't wear that shit. So I doubt the man I attract is going to have a bonnet. Never, no man I've ever attracted ever wore a bonnet. They've had hair. Okay, dated a couple with hair. Never wore a fucking bonnet. So to each their own. If you're gonna do that, black man, do that in your own time, in your own house, where nobody can see you. Don't bring that shit to the gym, online, to the grocery store, like I'm seeing some of you Negroes do. It's egregious, okay? You shouldn't even have it on in the first place. But if you are gonna wear it, damn sure don't let nobody see it. I'm just saying. Lord. Yeah, it's egregious. I read everything between. Some of you Negroes was really, especially on TikTok. Most of the consistency on Instagram was mostly like in agreement with what I was saying. But some of these Negroes on TikTok was like, "Oh, well, of course it's TikTok." But some of these niggas on TikTok, Lord Jesus, I wear braids. Nah, I'm good. It look good on me though. Oh, I'm comfortable with it. Nah, I wear bonnets all the time, and my masculinity is intact. I'm good. Lord Jesus, please, I'm praying for us every day, Jesus. Please, Lord. Take them damn bonnets off, brothers. This is not it. It's not the one. It's not attractive. You look hella feminine. I'm sorry. That's not a good look. It's not a good look. I'm sorry. I do not want my damn protector, my soldier, the damn warrior class with mushroom caps. It's just, it's not a good look. That's not a good look. The imagery is okay. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you can't be a masculine brother with it on, but I'm saying this. It's not a good look. It's for the whole scale of black men. For the bigger picture, it's not a good look. All right. Anyways, y'all go check that on Instagram if y'all haven't seen it. I might put it on here on a short. We'll see. But anyways, I do appreciate y'all tuning in. Shout out to the chat. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram __CFWM. Follow my backup __CFWM2. Twitter is _you. Patreon A2Z TV if you want that exclusive. And Cash App is zezebih if y'all want to support a real one. Shout out to UT Odom. Use a real one. Other than that, baby, that's all I got. I'm gonna see y'all on the next stream. Shout out to Trey, Isaiah, Great Black Shark, Russell Richardson, Keish, Jazz, Marcus Moore, King Leezy, Jaron, Jerry, Eda Kane, Maine, Chris. Y'all, I appreciate it. I will see y'all on the next stream. Bye, y'all. Peace. Be one.